Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Moorhead's Matson Field for Minnesota High School Boys Baseball. The visiting Eagles of Eden Prairie High School and our Spuds of Moorhead Senior High School. Just a reminder, the Spuds concession stands are open at the entrance of the ballpark. Hot dogs, hamburgers, candy, soda, coffee, other items for sale at the Spuds concession stands. Restrooms also available by the seating area as well. Special thanks to the Moorhead High School Pep Band for being in attendance to do our national anthem this morning. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, if you all do, please rise, remove your headgear, and direct your attention towards center field here at Moorhead's Matson Field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the Moorhead High School Pep Band. To the Moorhead High School Pep Band. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups for both ball clubs. First, for our visitors on the scoreboard, the Eagles of Eden Prairie High School. The catcher, number 11, Joey Danielson. Center fielder, number 1, Jordan Amundsen. Right fielder, number 21, Brennan Donahue. Batting cleanup, third baseman, number 27, Luke Anderson. Second baseman, number 22, Nathan Miller. Left fielder, number 14, Sam Larson. Shortstop, number 7, Grant Randall. At first base, number 8, Matt Sherman. Designated hitter, number 13, Spencer Pewitt. And the pitcher for the Eagles this morning, number 3, Tyson Striteski. The head coach of the Eden Prairie Eagles, Mr. John Butine, with the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Eden Prairie Eagles High School Boys Baseball team. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard, our Spuds of Moorhead Senior High School. Leading things off, the center fielder, number 6, Caden Triggs. At shortstop, number 7, Thomas Horan. The first baseman, number 14, Sterling Hayfie. Batting cleanup, right fielder, number 16, Hayden Netland. The catcher, number 2, Wyatt Gunkel. The left fielder, number 5, Kai Holm. Second baseman, number 7, Noah Pilon. At third base, number 26, Crisanto D'Agostino. And on the mound for the Spuds this morning, number 24, Caleb Sari. Head coach of the Moorhead Spuds is Mr. Greg Salvold. He's assisted by Mr. Tony Kunka and the rest of the coaches, players, and staff of the Moorhead High School Spuds High School Boys Baseball team. Let's play baseball.
Good morning and welcome to Matson Field in Moorhead as we get ready for this high school baseball matchup between the Moorhead Spuds and the Eden Prairie Eagles. Moorhead is still unbeaten after 6 games, so 6-0 coming in against the Eagles that have played 11 games and just above the 500 mark at 5 wins and 4 losses. For the Spuds defensively today, catcher Wyatt Gunkel out at third, Crisanto D'Agostino. Thomas Aran is at short, Noah Pilon at second. Sterling Hafey is at first in the outfield. Kai Holm left to right with Caden Triggs in the middle and Hayden Netland. And on the mound today, Caleb Sari has pitched 14 innings to this point with a 1.5 ERA and has struck out 14 opponents. The batting order for Eden Prairie. Joey Danielson will lead things off, and he is the Eden Prairie catcher. Jordan Amundsen in center field bats second. Right fielder Brendan Donahue bats third. Third baseman Luke Anderson bats fourth. Second baseman Nate Miller bats fifth. Sam Larson in left field batting sixth. Grant Randall, the shortstop, batting seventh. Matt Sherman at first, batting eighth. The designated hitter is Spencer Pewitt. And on the mound today for Eden Prairie is Tyson Strateski. As we get ready to go, Caleb Sari, big, strong-looking player, has a good fastball and will throw the breaking pitch effectively. And so, Corey, as we take a look at how this team match up, anytime you get a Spuds team against a Twin Cities team, there seems to be a little extra motivation involved.
And on both sides, too. Moorhead, being the largest high school, outside the west of St. Cloud, basically, little bit geographically challenged to get some recognition at, how good of a team they have, and that, spans across multiple sports. And then, of course, when the city's teams come to Moorhead, they always want to shut down the Spuds and show them that they're not as good as the city's teams are.
Joey Danielson leads things off and swings at the first pitch and misses, and so it's quickly a strike as Caleb Sari comes in strong on the opening pitch, and we're underway. Standing in from the right side, catcher Joey Danielson squares up and straightaway stance as Sari delivers, and a pitch on the outside corner, another fastball delivered. Joey Danielson takes a look at that one, and it's strike 2. Outfield straightaway. Infield back and deep and waiting. And here's the pitch to Joey Danielson as he swings and misses. Strikeout of Joey Danielson, and Caleb Sari picks up his 15th strikeout of the season, and there is one away. That brings up Jordan Amundsen, the Eden Prairie center fielder.
A good start for Caleb Sari. All 3 pitches strikes, throwing a lot of velocity to that fastball today.
This one has popped up as Amundsen lifts that one towards short. Thomas Aran gives way, and a nice call off on the backside by Kai Holm to take control, and it is a fly ball out to left field, and there are 2 away.
Nice job by Kai Holm to call off Thomas Aran. Anytime those infielders going to the outfield, if the outfielder can make that play, they need to call off the infielder. It's a lot easier coming in on the ball.
Brendan Donahue bats in from the left side, and he takes a look at a pitch just missing inside. The Eden Prairie right fielder Brendan Donahue ahead on the count now with 1 ball the count. As Caleb Sari squares up and delivers another fastball. This one has fouled off to the near side. So good start on the morning for Caleb Sari. He's throwing nothing but strikes.
Yeah, and he's also he's got a lot of stamina to his game. A couple of complete games in a row for the right-hander.
Here's the pitch. And that misses at the letters, just inside. And the count moves on now to 2-1. Brendan Donahue batting third in the lineup for Eden Prairie. The right fielder takes a look at the 2-1 pitch, and he fouls that one back, and the count evens up now at 2-2. A cool morning. Scheduled for cloudy skies, and so far we're not disappointed in that. We would like to have seen a bit of a sunnier day, but it is cloudy, it is cool, and the wind blowing in from left field towards center, basically straight in on the play. And the count goes full now as Brendan Donahue looked at a pitch up out of the strike zone. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and Caleb Sari delivers, and it's fouled straight back. Again coming in with the high, hard heat, Caleb Sari.
Yeah, sorry, wanting to challenge Donahue, not wanting to give any free passes on walks.
Here's the 3-2 pitch, and Sari delivers, and it's lined into left center field. Kai Holm is there to play it on a bounce, quickly back into Haran, and so Brendan Donahue on base here with Luke Anderson stepping in. Base hit, Brendan Donahue. Here's third baseman Luke Anderson. Bats now from the right side. Short lead over at first by Donahue as he takes a look. See if he can figure out the slants of Caleb Sari. And a throw over by Sari and back in safely. At the plate, Luke Anderson. Sari peering in and over the shoulder, taking a quick look over at first, holding Brendan Donahue on. And the pitch. Down low and away. A couple of throws over to first. Luke Anderson waiting on the play, now ahead on the count at 1-0. Here's the look over at first by Caleb Sari as he delivers. He caught the corner at the letters, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Luke Anderson.
Now, for the most part, Caleb Sari sticking with the fastball. Haven't seen a lot of off-speed or breaking stuff from the pitcher yet.
Here's Sari peering in and again with a check of the runner at first. And to the stretch. Sari throws over to first and back in and standing. Brendan Donahue. Brendan Donahue teasing Caleb Sari just a bit with the fact that he might be taking off, and Sari would like to hold him on as he looks in for the sign. Now again, the check of the runner at first, and a quick throw over there. That was closer, but the throw about letter high, if that had been done by the ankles, it might have been a real testament to the base umpire to make that call. But it was up and high, and so back in safely.
Donahue doing a good job of knowing what his limit is on his lead there.
Sari with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Ahead on the count now at 1-2, Caleb Sari. Into the game, having pitched 14 innings, complete games in his last 2 outings, a 1.5 ERA. Caleb Sari, check of the runner. And the pitch. That one is up and away. Letter high and sailing, and the count evens up at 2-2. Outfield straight away on Luke Anderson. Eden Prairie, third baseman standing in, somewhat open stance. And here's the look over at first as Sari delivers another fastball, and this one's fouled off to the right side. Count stays even at 2-2. Luke Anderson battling in his at-bat, trying to advance Brendan Donahue, who is on first after getting a single in his at-bat.
Yeah, we saw Donahue do the same thing, battle, and then came up with a base hit.
Sari with a delivery. And that one is down low, nearly getting away from Wyatt Gunkel, but back safely. And the count continues on now at 3-2, so back-to-back 3-2 counts. Here's Luke Anderson backing out of the batter's box for a moment. Sterling Hayden not holding the runner on at first. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's flied towards right center field. Caden Triggs is back on the plate and watches it come down, nestling into the glove, and so a little bit of a threat by Eden Prairie early, but no runs scored, and after 1/2 inning of play, it is Eden Prairie nothing and Moorhead coming to bat.
Still no score. The Spuds coming to bat here in the home side of inning number 1 from Matson Field.
Eden Prairie, the outfield has Sam Larson in left, Jordan Amundsen in center, and Brendan Donahue in right. Luke Anderson is at third, Grant Randall at short, Nathan Miller at second, Matt Sherman is at first, Joey Danielson catching, and Tyson Strateski is on the mound today for Eden Prairie as the Spuds will start things out with Caden Triggs. Moorhead center fielder leads things off for the Spuds in the bottom of the first, and he's a left-handed hitter, and he takes a look at strike one. Triggs will be followed by Thomas Horan and Sterling Hafey. Spuds batting in the bottom of the first, and here's Strateski with the delivery, and that's a fastball slap to the left side. Shortstop is there. He's going to have a tough call as he couldn't get up to make the play. And Grant Randall did a nice job of getting to the ball to keep it from getting into the outfield, but a base hit by Caden Triggs starting out the Spuds half inning.
Yeah, great stop by Randall there. Just unfortunately wasn't able to find his footing to get up, and Caden Triggs, leadoff batter, runs well, so it was going to be a difficult play anyway. But a nice job by Randall to stop that hard ground ball.
After an injury, Thomas Horan has rejoined the Spuds baseball team now. In his early going, has hit at a .333 clip. And here's a quick throw down to first, and Caden Triggs has picked off there. The pitch was low and away, and Triggs advancing, thought he had a chance to steal, and he was too far off the bag. And a quick throw, 2-3 on the putout, and there's one away. And that leaves Thomas Horan at the plate with a one-strike count.
Yeah, that really caught Caden Triggs off guard there, that Thomas Horan wasn't able to quite make connection on that bunt. And so the 2-3 putout of Triggs.
Strateski looking in on Thomas Horan. He had squared the bunt and missed, and the left-hander, shortstop, bounces this one to the right side, and from there, first base Matt Sherman is there for the play. Unassisted to Matt Sherman, and there are two away, and here comes Sterling Hafey. Spuds first baseman, Sterling Hafey.
And Thomas Horan not getting all of that baseball. Got a piece of it, a slow roller to first base, pretty easy play.
Hafey, again, a left-handed hitter for Moorhead, batting at .381 through the first 6 games of the season. Stands away from the plate. His heels are on the outer edge of the batter's box, and he takes a look at a called strike one. Strateski looking in, right-handed pitcher Strateski. Here's the pitch, and called strike. Quickly ahead on the count now at 0-2. Sterling Hafey looking on.
A good pitch, a good hard-breaking curveball that had a lot of velocity on it.
Here's the pitch, and this one is bounced to the right side. Second baseman there to pick it up and throw on to first. Nathan Miller on to Matt Sherman for the out, and it turns into a 1-2-3 inning. 3 batters up, 3 out in spite of the leadoff single. And after 1 inning of play, it's Moorhead nothing and Eden Prairie nothing.
We're scoreless. Eden Prairie Eagles coming to bat here in the top of inning number 2.
So we go to the second inning. Number 4 batter in the Eden Prairie lineup, Nathan Miller. The second baseman will be followed by Sam Larson and then Grant Randall.
Leading things off for Eden Prairie here in the top of the second.
Base hit by Brendan Donahue on the books for Eden Prairie in their top half of the first inning. he was stranded there. Both pitchers had to struggle through a base runner in their opening frames as Caleb Sari gets ready and delivers a called strike. Sari again in and around the strike zone here early on as that one caught the letters. Sari working quickly as he peers in for the sign. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Looked at a pitch that had either been a change of pace or a curve that had.
Yeah, one of the few breaking pitches we've seen from Sari so far here this morning.
Nathan Miller was caught off guard on that one. Now takes a look at a pitch just missing outside. And a ball and 2 strikes now on Nathan Miller. Caleb Sari peering in over the top of his glove and delivers. And this one has bounced to the left side. Moorhead third baseman Crisanto D'Agostino did not get the throw across in time. It caught him jumping up on the play, and it took him out of position to get a good strong throw, and so the base hit by Nathan Miller. Eden Prairie with a base runner here to start the second inning.
Yeah, not a bad play by D'Agostino there. He charging the ball right away, but just a slow roller, and it took kind of a dead hop right before D'Agostino was able to get there, and that caused him lose his balance a little bit. And the fast-running Miller got to first.
Nathan Miller with good speed, and now they'll get Miller down to second base as the pitch got away from Wyatt Gunkel. And now Eden Prairie has a runner at second with nobody out, and Sam Larson with that pitch out of the strike zone, 1 ball. Left fielder Sam Larson batting now with a runner at second. As we take a look, he's Caleb Sari peering in. A look at the runner back at second. And the pitch by Sari, and it's bunted right out in front. Picked up by Sari, a quick throw over to first. He just did get his feet in place to make the touch on the base. As Sterling Hafey across the way got his ankles tangled just a bit, and he's going to go down and retie his shoes now. And that play nearly ended up with a safety bunt, but the play there 1-3 on the putout of Sam Larson, and there's one away, but now Nathan Miller is on at third.
Yeah, a good bunt there by Larson to move Miller over to third and putting that sacrifice fly into effect for the Eagles.
Wyatt Gunkel now out to visit Caleb Sari as Eden Prairie is threatening here in the top of the second inning. Runner on at third. Station-to-station baseball here early on by Eden Prairie. Caleb Sari looking in. D'Agostino even with the bag at third. Horan deep at short. Grant Randall, Eden Prairie shortstop at the bat. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. Pitch at the knees. And Sari works ahead on the count now, 1 ball.
Off-speed pitch there from Sari. Randall, good swing on it, but a little bit ahead of the pitch.
Caleb Sari, check of the runner at third. As Moorhead comes in now as they anticipate a bunt, but the pitch is delivered up and away. Count evens up with a ball and a strike.
Yeah, Spuds infield not wanting to yield a run here early in the game.
Sari into the stretch, and the pitch just missing outside, and it's 2-1. Back on the mound, Caleb Sari looking in. Somewhat open stance at the plate, and here's the pitch. And that one is just outside. And it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike here now on Grant Randall. Sacrifice bunt moved Nathan Miller down to second. And then a slow hopper to D'Agostino. He ended up at third on the putout at first. And here's the pitch. Check swing. Called strike. Count goes full now at 3-2.
And Randall not exactly agreeing with that call from our vantage point. It looked like he broke the plane of the home plate there.
And here's the look now by Caleb Sari, and the delivery swung and a miss. Caleb Sari comes in with the heat. Strikeout there, and there are 2 away in the bottom of the second inning, and Nathan Miller hangs on at third. His left-handed hitting Matt Sherman steps up, Eden Prairie first baseman. Straightaway stance, and he stands near the side line of the batter's box. Here's the pitch comes in, and he flies it towards left field. This one's going to be foul, and will it get out of play? It does, as it rolls in front of Moorhead left fielder Kai Holm, and it's 1 strike to count. That was a long run for Holm, as it was lifted short down the left field line.
Yeah, it looked for a moment like Holm was going to get there, but at the end just pulling up, realizing even a diving attempt wasn't going to be enough.
Caleb Sari looking over at third, and to the stretch the pitch. Called strike. And ahead on the count now at 0-2.
Yeah, good, hard, low fastball right at the knees. Very good pitch by Sari.
His strength has been the fastball. I expect that will be the call here on the 0-2 count. Let's see. As the pitch comes in, he caught the inside corner, and Caleb Sari comes back with back-to-back strikeouts to end the second inning, and a runner stranded at third. After an inning and a half, it is Eden Prairie nothing and Moorhead nothing.
Number 2 from Matson Field. Once again, hamburgers and hot dogs off the grill are being served. Popcorn, candy, soda, water, other items for sale at the Spuds concession stand.
With possession on the near side, Caleb Alderson. Caleb Alderson down low to Jackson score. Now back out on top. Here's a shot and a goal! Moorhead's first goal, first lead in their program history. Kenny Boney is going to get the goal. And the Spuds go on top of Sartell.
Eden Prairie getting runners on base in each of their first 2 at-bats. Did not score, and now Moorhead comes to bat in the bottom of the second inning in a scoreless tie as Tyson Strateski leans in for the sign, and the Spuds' Hayden Netland stands deep in the batter's box and waits. Strateski's pitch is a fastball called strike. Hayden Netland, Moorhead right fielder, batting at .476 coming into today's game. And the look by Strateski, and the 1-strike pitch swung on and missed strike 2. Quickly ahead on the count. Both pitchers have looked good here early on.
Yeah, especially with the fastball. Strateski, a lot of velocity. Netland behind on that swing.
And Strateski to the stretch, and the delivery bounced right back to Strateski, and on the 1-hopper, tosses on over to first, and the out there on Hayden Netland goes 1-3 on the put out as Matt Sherman was there to cover, and there is 1 away. That brings up the number 5 batter in the Moorhead order, Wyatt Gunkel, the catcher. Batting at .313 on the season, a right-handed hitter. He stands deep in the box. As Strateski getting a bouncer on the first batter, looking in now, and he delivers a fastball strike at the letters. No score. Spuds batting, bottom second inning. And Wyatt Gunkel waits for the pitch as Strateski delivers. And it's bounced foul to the near side.
Well, like you said, Larry, both pitchers looking good with the fastballs. That was a breaking pitch. Again, not a lot of breaking pitches from either thrower here today.
Wyatt Gunkel takes a look, a pitch up near the eyes, just past his helmet brim, and it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes on Wyatt Gunkel. Spuds batting, bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch by Strateski down low. A check swing. They're checking with the field umpire, and he says no, there was no swing, and the count evens up at 2-2. Strateski's pitch called strike 3 at the letters and catching the corner. Wyatt Gunkel down on strikes. That's the first strikeout of the afternoon for Tyson Strateski, and there are 2 away.
Number 5, Kai Holm.
And here's left fielder Kai Holm. Batting at .364 on the season. He's a left-handed hitter. Kai Holm, Moorhead left fielder. Tyson Strateski delivers another fastball, but this one up and out of the zone. Just above the letters, and it's ball 1. Strateski is ready. Ready quickly and throws, swing, and a miss, strike 2. Kai Holm, Moorhead left fielder, has fallen behind on the count now at 0-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and their count had been 1-1. We stand corrected. It was a 1-1 count on that pitch, and now 1-2 on Kai Holm. Strateski, wasting no time at all, sends that one inside. Teased the inside corner just a bit. Count even up now at 2-2.
Yeah, good pitch. Ahead in the count. A little bit of a breaking ball. Try and get Kai Holm to chase it.
Strateski back on the mound and delivers. The pitch is swung on and missed. It's dropped by the catcher, and so the official scoring will there strike out 2-3 on the putout at 6 up and 6 down through 2. It is Eden Prairie nothing and Moorhead nothing. Number 9 batter in the order, Spencer Pewitt, the designated hitter. He bats for pitcher Tyson Strateski as the Eagles come to bat here in the top of the 3rd inning. Pewitt will be followed by Joey Danielson and Jordan Amundsen. Caleb Sari's pitch missing inside. And a ball now on Spencer Pewitt. Caleb Sari delivers and misses. Down low and away, and it's 2 balls to count. Caleb Sari peering in, goes to his windup, and here's the pitch. And again he misses just out of the strike zone, and it's ball 3. Both pitchers have gone into the count deep, but this is the first time a 3-0 count, and here's Caleb Sari with the delivery, and he goes up high for ball 4. So Spencer Pewitt, the number 9 hitter in the order, draws a base on balls. And Eden Prairie again has a runner on. Batting here in the 3rd inning, here's Joey Danielson, who started the game with a strikeout.
It's always dangerous to put that leadoff batter on with a walk, and Sari did well to get out of a jam in the 2nd inning. And he'll have to again here in the 3rd.
Eden Prairie catcher Danielson stands in from the right side and takes a look at a pitch at the letters for a called strike. Batting here with a runner on at first. Spencer Pewitt takes his lead as Caleb Sari. A quick check over there. A longer lead than what we saw earlier in the 1st inning. Here's a swing and a miss and a throw down to first, but not in time. Pewitt diving back into the bag safely. And the pitch, a called strike, and it's 0-2. Joey Danielson standing forward in the box. Sorry with a check of the runner, and here's the pitch, swing and a miss. For the second time today, Joey Danielson out on strikes.
Well, and once again, Caleb Sorry, after getting into trouble in the second inning, came back with a couple of strikeouts to end the threat. And after giving up a leadoff walk, now comes back with a big strikeout of Joey Danielson.
Left-handed hitting center fielder Jordan Amundsen. Here's a throw over to first. And again, Pewitt diving back in safely. No score. Eden Prairie batting top of the third. As Caleb Sorry again with a quick look over at first. To the stretch and the pitch. Driving the batter back out of the box. Ball won the count.
Yeah, good pitch though. I mean, breaking ball that misses low, a little bit inside. Started out over the plate and then broke out of the zone.
Again, the check of the runner as Caleb Sorry goes to the stretch and delivers. It's fouled up and away. Straight back. And the count evens at a ball and a strike. Moorhead outfield so far has been playing straight away in each of the Eden Prairie batters. Continue to do so here. There's Jordan Amundsen. Deep in the batter's box waits. Caleb Sorry delivers. Fastball inside and another throw down at first. And so that is becoming a mantra here early on. Eden Prairie trying to put some pressure on the Spuds defense. Runner back in safely, and it's 2-1 on Jordan Amundsen. As Caleb Sorry goes to the fastball, it's bounced to the right side and into right field for a base hit. Rounding second, here's the throw all the way into third, and out. A perfect throw from right fielder Hayden Netland. That was a one-bounce throw to Crisanto D'Agostino at third, and the tag made. Runner on now at second. So 9-3 on the putout.
5.
Or 9-5 rather. 9-5 the putout on Spencer Pewitt.
Absolutely perfect throw by Netland. And Pewitt, he runs well, just got beat by a good throw.
That brings up Brendan Donahue. Batting now with a runner at second, and here's the pitch, and this one is slapped to the left side and out of play. So Eden Prairie continues to put on some pressure, but still looking for the game's first run. Jordan Amundsen on at second base. He advanced to second on the throw to third. As Caleb Sorry checks now the runner at second. And the pitch is fouled up and away. Head in the count quickly now, 0-2.
Well, Donahue, a good solid first base single in his first at bat. Looking to, a single here could score the runner from second.
He'll be on the go with 2 strikes to count. Here's Caleb Sorry again checking the runner and the pitch. That fastball sailed up and out of the zone. He was up near the eyeballs on that one. And it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Brendan Donahue.
Yeah, 0-2 pitch, come up with high heat, trying to make the batter chase something out of the zone.
So Caleb Sorry looking in for the sign. Check of the runner at second. And to the stretch. And the pitch. Called strike 3. Caleb Sorry comes up tough down the stretch here in the third inning as Eden Prairie threatens but do not score. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Eden Prairie nothing, Moorhead nothing.
Nick Hastings comes up with it, sends it out. Here's Nolan Weston, and a shot, and a goal! assist. So the Spuds wrap it around. So then 5 seconds to go. And it comes up to center ice. And that will do it as the Spuds hang on for the Section 8 championship trophy. A recap of the
Noah Pilon will lead off the third inning for Moorhead. He'll be followed by Crisanto D'Agostino and then Caleb Sari. Batter 7, 8, and 9 in the Moorhead order. Eden Prairie pitcher Tyson Strateski has breezed through the first 2 innings. Allowed a base hit, but was then erased on a pickoff and then retired the Spuds the next 5 batters as he's gone through the second inning, facing just the minimum of batters. And here's Noah Pilon.
Yeah, Strateski has looked good. Hard throwing right-hander. Haven't seen a lot of breaking pitches from him. That's something that can come later in the innings as batters start to catch up with that fastball. Then you start hitting them with the off-speed stuff.
Pilon, a 308 batter through the first 6 games of the season, stands in from the right side and deep in the box. Spuds batting here in the bottom of the third. A scoreless game as Strateski delivers up and away for ball 1. Caleb Sari, Moorhead pitcher, has strayed from the strike zone on occasion, but Strateski so far has been tough. His pitches are right down and catching the corner, catching the letters, and that pitch fouled back, and it's 1-1. Moorhead second baseman Noah Pilon. As he stands in and waits, a called strike, and it goes to 1-2.
That was a good breaking pitch that broke over the plate.
Strateski delivers. Called strike at the knees.
Yeah, another good one.
Pilon shrugging his shoulders, knowing that he had a strike go by. And another tough pitch there delivered by Tyson Strateski for the strikeout. He has struck out the last 3 batters he has faced, and there is one away here in the third. That brings up Crisanto D'Agostino, Moorhead third baseman. Left-handed hitting third baseman D'Agostino. And the delivery up and away. And count evens at 1-1. Took the first pitch for a called strike, and we're even up now with a ball and a strike on D'Agostino. Here's the pitch, and that one is fouled straight back. Third baseman D'Agostino, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Tyson Strateski wasting no time out on the mound, looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. And that is a swing and a miss. 4 straight strikeouts delivered by D'Agostino going back to the second inning, and there are 2 away. Here's Caleb Sari. Moorhead pitcher, strong player. Caleb Sari stands in from the right side. And the pitch up and away.
Yeah, and Sari just hasn't quite gotten the bat going yet this year. He's a very good hitter, but he's been struggling at the start of this high school season.
And the pitch, called strike. That evens the count at 1-1. Wasting no time, Tyson Strateski delivers. Strike 2, and back-to-back strikes, just catching the corner.
Yeah, Strateski seems to be mixing in a few more breaking pitches now we've seen over the last few batters.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that one is up and away, and the count goes 2-2. No runs have scored as the Spuds bat here in the bottom of the third inning. As Caleb Sari waits. Strateski on the delivery, and that one is up and away. That one got a little sail on it and out of the strike zone, and the count goes full now at 3-2, something that is unfamiliar to Tyson Strateski here this afternoon. facing a 3-2 count.
Yeah, maybe trying to overthrow that last pitch a little bit.
And that one is down low, and he draws a walk. Caleb Sari with the base on balls. On now at first, and they go to the top of the order, and Caden Triggs had a base hit for the Spuds and then was caught leaning the wrong way down at first. Moorhead will go to the courtesy runner now as Ryan Luthi comes on. He'll take the place down at first.
Ryan Luthi. Next to bat for the Spuds, leadoff batter and center fielder number 6.
Here's Caden Triggs. Luthi taking the short lead over at first. Strateski has given up his first base runner on that walk to Caleb Sari. As Strateski looks, and a bunt down the line. That one will stay fair. Perfectly executed play by Caden Triggs, bouncing it up the third baseline, and with this tall grass holding it in play, it stayed fair.
Yeah, it's been a wet spring so far here in Moorhead, and so the grass has gotten thick and it's gotten long, and that ball just died. You know, Caden Triggs recognizing that Luke Anderson, the third baseman for Eden Prairie, was playing back, even a step behind the third base bag, recognizing that, decided to lay down a bunt, and it was perfect.
Caden Triggs on now at first. Luthi is down at second as the pitch to Thomas Horan swung on and missed. Moorhead shortstop bounced out to first base in his first at bat. Came into the game as a .333 hitter. Left-handed hitting shortstop Thomas Horan. As Strateski delivers, and it's nubbed to the right side and foul. And Strateski ahead on the count now at 0-2.
And that contact very similar to the first at-bat for Thomas Horan, where he just kind of caught the top part of the ball and not very square, and just a slow roller to the first baseman, and this time it just goes foul.
As Horan waits, Strateski. There are runners at first and second. And here's the look. Up high. A ball and 2 strikes now on Thomas Horan.
Again, Strateski, very smart pitcher. An 0-2 count, tries to go with the high fastball.
As Strateski checks the runner at second to the stretch and the pitch. And this one is fouled to the left side and on top of the press area and back on where it's thrown back into play. One ball and 2 strikes on Thomas Horan. Batting here, bottom of the third inning. Strateski checking the runners. And the pitch. And this one is fouled to the left side. You may have heard that it landed nearby. I'm just waiting for that one to be a line drive foul ball because we won't get out of the way.
That's why you got to catch it.
We'll see. 1-2 on Thomas Horan. Strateski to the stretch and the look, and swung on and fouled straight back in to the fence where it'll be put back in, and the count stays at 1-2. Strateski continuing to throw the fastball. Thomas Horan continuing to keep his bat alive. Short lead at second. Runners at first and second. Here's Strateski with the pitch. And that one inside. And it's 2-2. Missing down and in on Horan. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Horan doing a nice job of working the count. He's stayed alive with a couple of foul balls and now able to watch one out of the zone.
After striking out the first 2 batters of the inning, now a walk and a base hit. And the Spuds have runners at first and second, and as Horan takes a pitch high and out of the strike zone for ball 3. 3-2, the count on Horan. The payoff pitch from Tyson Strateski as he looks in for the sign, checks the runner at second, and then steps off. But there's nobody checking in at the second. Any false throw to second, somebody in the crowd, somebody in the venue is going to call a balk. And it never is called. It isn't one. So Strateski. Timeout has been asked for at the plate by Thomas Saran as this at-bat has lingered. Count full 3-2. No score. Here is the Spuds bat in the bottom of the third inning. Strateski to the stretch and the pitch. Runners are on their way and it's fouled at the plate. Another foul ball by Thomas Saran. Just did get his bat on the ball to nub it off to the far side.
Well, and regardless of how this bat ends up, it's a good at bat. You're making the pitcher really work hard, throw a lot of pitches. Strateski hanging with it. He obviously doesn't want to give up a base on balls here.
Staying with his strength, Strateski looking in. Here's the pitch, and this one is fouled, and it bounced away at the plate, and the throw down to first is in time, so we'll go as a strikeout. I thought it was fouled, but it was a pitch in the dirt that got away briefly from Joey Danielson, who quickly recovered and tossed it on to first, and Thomas Saran goes down on strikes, so the Spuds threaten. Do not score. After 3 innings of play, it's Moorhead nothing and Eden Prairie nothing.
No Eden Prairie Eagle errors, 2 left on base. We've completed 3. We're still scoreless here at Moorhead's Matson Field. Eden Prairie comes to bat in the top of the 4th inning. Leading things off for Eden Prairie here in the top of the 4th inning. The cleanup batter, third baseman number 27, Luke Anderson.
Leading off the 4th inning, fly ball, deep right field, but in the park. Hayden Netland has been involved in a couple of big ways here for the Spuds, as he's had a perfect strike thrown to third for an out in the 2nd inning, and Nate Camps under that one deep onto the warning track to make the catch. As Luke Anderson flies out, that brings up Nathan Miller. Nathan Miller takes a look at strike 1. He had a walk, ended up at third base in the 2nd inning, and was stranded there. And here's the pitch from Caleb Sari, and he's got a called strike. And quickly ahead on the count here at 0-2. Caleb Sari with the windup in the pitch, missing outside. And it's 1-2. No runs on 2 hits. No Moorhead errors for Eden Prairie. Spuds, no runs on 2 hits. No Eden Prairie errors. And that's how closely played this game has been. The count is evened up now at 2-2 as Nathan Miller stands in. Here's the pitch. Just missing high. And the count goes full. Nathan Miller waiting as Sari delivers. A pitch up out of the strike zone for ball 4. Eden Prairie getting a base runner. They've had a base runner, at least one, in each inning so far. And the walk there brings up Sam Larson.
Number 14, Sam Larson.
Eden Prairie left fielder. Sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning. Bats now in the 4th with Nathan Miller on at first. And the pitch, catching the corner for a called strike. Right-handed hitting left fielder Sam Larson. Short lead over at first. And Sorry delivers. Called strike. Bit of a delayed call, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, breaking pitch started out middle of the plate and just caught the outside corner.
Caleb Sorry getting the sign and then checking the runner over at first as he goes to his stretch. A long look over at first, and here's the pitch down. That bounces away from Wyatt Gunkel and off to the near side. So a wild pitch allows Nathan Miller to head on to second base. And it's 1-2. That pitch was down in the dirt and bounced off the plate and to the backstop. Wyatt Gunkel tracking it down and holding Nathan Miller at second base.
Yeah, second time Nathan Miller has taken second base on a wild pitch.
Here's the throw, and it goes into left field. He's going to try to score. Here comes the throw, but not in time, and Eden Prairie has struck first. Nathan Miller, steal try of third, draws the throw from Wyatt Gunkel, and it sailed past D'Agostino into left field. And Nathan Miller trots across home with the game's first run, and Eden Prairie leads it 1-0.
For the Eagles, number 5, Nick Ladegard.
Nick Ladegard steps up for Eden Prairie.
Now Larson went down on strikes.
All right, we'll get that strikeout for out number 2. And Ladegard batting here for Grant Randall. Caleb Sorry delivers, and a pitch back to the backstop. Count is even at a ball and a strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Nick Ladegard out on strikes to end the 4th inning, but Eden Prairie comes through with a run. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Eden Prairie 1 and Moorhead nothing. Moorhead will come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th inning, now trailing 1-0. Nick Ladegard in the lineup now at second, and he has moved Nathan Miller from second over to short, and Ladegard taking over for Grant Randall in the lineup, but now playing second base. And the Spuds with a slow bouncer to the left side. Third baseman picks it up, and a throw in the dirt gets away at first base. And the Spuds will get a runner as far as second here with a throw coming back in. Sterling Hafey. What's your call on that one, Chief?
That would be E5. 2-base error on the throw.
That brings up Hayden Netland. So Sterling Hafey on with a slow bounce at the third, but the throw across to first into right field. And Hafey was able to head into second base in the Spuds, threatening here to start the fourth inning. Eden Prairie with a 1-0 lead as Tyson Strateski delivers. Called strike. Netland into the game as a .476 hitter. 0 for 1 here this afternoon with a bounce out in the, in the second inning. Hayden Netland waits as Strateski takes a look. Takes a look again and delivers. This one is fouled to the right side, nubbing that one away. Hayden Netland falls behind on the count at 0-2.
Now Spuds electing to let Netland swing away here rather than try to sacrifice Hafey over into or Hafey over to third base.
Strateski takes a look at the runner and the pickoff move, but no throw. Hafey back in at second base. He'll step away from the bag now and take his lead, keeping an eye on second baseman Ladegard. Here's the look in by Strateski, and the pitch swung on and missed. Hayden Netland down on strikes for out number 1 here in the fourth inning, and that brings up Wyatt Gunkel.
The catcher number 2, Wyatt Gunkel.
A strikeout victim in the second inning. Wyatt Gunkel into the game as a .313 hitter, stands in from the right side and deep in the batter's box. Tyson Strateski checking the runner at second, and the pitch at the knees for a called strike.
A good breaking pitch. Not a sweeping curveball, but more of a 12-6 type of.
Is that called a
ball.
slider? Is that called a slider?
No, no. Good try though.
Checking you out. Strateski with a check of the runner and the look, and the pitch sailed up and away. Gunkel had to duck underneath that one, and the count evens up at 1-1. Moorhead with a runner on at second base and 1 out. Batting here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing 1-0. Strateski with a check of the runner at second. And the pitch swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2 at a ball and 2 strikes now on Wyatt Gunkel. A quick visit out at the mound by Joey Danielson. Wyatt Gunkel back in the box as Strateski peers in for the sign. Into the stretch, and Strateski delivers. And that one bounced away, all the way to the fence, and that allows Sterling Hafey to check in at third base. So wild pitch there. And the Spuds have a runner at third, batting here with 1 out. That pitch in the out of the zone for a ball 2, and the count is even here at 2-2.
Well, Strateski doing Moorhead a favor there with that wild pitch, as Netland went down on strikes, not able to advance the runner to third. The wild pitch does the same.
And the pitch to Gunkel. That one is down low. And here's the play at the plate. Not in time, as the Spuds have evened the game up, and Sterling Hafey comes in from third on back-to-back wild pitches. And this game is all tied up at 1. Pitch out of the zone, and Wyatt Gunkel now looking at a 3-2 count. Base at a time for the Spuds here in the fourth inning to tie Eden Prairie. Wyatt Gunkel has a 3-2 count. As Strateski looks in. The pitch just missing up and away, and it's ball 4. Spuds get a base runner. And with 1 out, here is Kai Holm.
Courtesy runner for the Spuds is number 22, Jack Schaub. Next to bat for Moorhead, left fielder number 5.
Wyatt Gunkel, the catcher, will give way to courtesy runner. Jack Schaub coming on to run is down at first base. Spuds continue their at bat here with a game tying run scoring. And now batting with 1 out. Here's Kai Holm. Left-handed hitting Kai Holm, left fielder, swings and pops one up to the right side. First baseman Matt Sherman is there to make the catch, and there are 2 away.
Second baseman number 12, Noah Pilon.
Kai Holm got a pitch he thought he could handle, tried to, made a good hard swing on it, trying to drive that into right field, just got under it a little bit.
Noah Pila comes on to bat. He was a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning. Moorhead second baseman Noah Pilon fouls this one straight back. So Eden Prairie, with a couple of wild pitches, has given up the game-tying run as Noah Pilon stands in now for Moorhead with a runner at first. A check of the runner as Tyson Strateski delivers. Fastball strike at the knees. 0-2 the count now on Noah Pilon. Moorhead into the game unbeaten after 6 games. Eden Prairie 5-4 after their first 9 games. And a quick throw over to first is not in time. Boy, he just did get back in time. Jack Schaub nearly got caught leaning the wrong way.
Yeah, he was. He was looking to take a step towards second base and then realized the throw was coming his direction.
Here's the stretch. Strateski delivers. Up high. And it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Noah Pilon. Right-handed hitting second baseman standing deep in the box as Strateski. A quick check of the runner over at first, and there's the throw, and this time he is picked off. Leaning the wrong way just as the throw is delivered. Schaub going one way, then back, and before he got back to first base was tagged out. So 1-3, 4-3 on the putout, and the Spuds are out of the 4th inning. The game is tied after 4 innings. Moorhead 1 and Eden Prairie 1.
Prairie Eagle error, nobody left on base. We've completed 4. Eden Prairie comes to bat in the top of the 5th inning from Madsen Field. We're tied at 1 run apiece.
We go to the top of the 5th inning. And Eden Prairie coming to bat with the bottom of the order checking in. Matt Sherman, the first baseman, will be followed by Spencer Pewitt. And then to the top of the order, Joey Danielson.
First baseman number 8, Matt Sherman.
Striking out in the 2nd inning, Matt Sherman bats here to lead off the 5th inning with a swing, a big swing and a miss, strike 1. Caleb Sorry all the way for the Spuds on the mound here this morning and into the afternoon now with a pitch delivered for a called strike. 0-2 the count on Matt Sherman. Here's the pitch, and this one is fouled straight back. 0-2 the count on Sherman. Straight away in the, and here's a swing and a miss at a high, hard fastball. And Matt Sherman goes down on strikes for the second time here this morning. And there is one away as Eden Prairie bats here in the fifth inning. And it brings up the designated hitter, Spencer Pewitt.
Well, we've seen both pitchers try to take on that two-strike count and go with a high fastball. That time, Sherman chased it out of the zone for strike 3.
Spencer Pewitt takes a look at strike 1 as he watched that one sail by and falls behind on the count now 0-1. Caleb Sorry back and working quickly, delivers, and this one is flied to the right side. This one's going to be trouble, and the right fielder, Hayden Netland, is there to make the catch, and he continues to have a big afternoon. Right fielder, Hayden Netland, running a long ways as he got...
He missed it.
He missed it.
He missed it. Yep.
He caught it.
Nope. He tried to catch it, but he missed it.
Well, he's still having a good day.
He sure is.
I did not see the ball drop.
Yeah, he reached over. And
I'm going to blame it on the sun. It's shining somewhere.
Well, it's out now, but yeah. Yeah. And I think that's got to be a hit because I don't believe it touched his glove. Just went over his head. And
Spencer Pewitt will get the base hit then after a long run, and that brings up the leadoff hitter, Joey Danielson. I apologize. I did not see the ball drop. I figured anybody would run that far, that long, that hard had to have made the catch. Here's Joey Danielson. He has struck out twice, and he grounds one into left field for a base hit. Played back in by Kai Holm, and so Danielson keeps the inning alive with a base hit, and that puts Spencer Pewitt on now at second. And there are runners at first and second for Eden Prairie.
Center fielder number 1, Jordan Amundsen.
Jordan Amundsen comes to bat. He's 1 for 2 on the morning. It's Caleb Sorry. Now challenged with runners at first and second. He delivers a pitch fouled up and out of play. Center fielder Jordan Amundsen. Left-handed hitter. Game tied at 1. Sorry, a check at the runner at second. And again, the check of the runner, and he delivers up high. Count goes to 1-1 on Jordan Amundsen. Well, it's been interesting to watch both of these pitchers, Caleb Sorry of Moorhead and Tyson Strateski, work in and out of trouble throughout this game today. Both had strong performances. Gave way a little, but then pulled out of trouble. And game's tied at 1. Here's a swing and a miss and a quick throw down at second. And now they got no place to go, and the runners will be at first and third. So Haran coming over from short to cover, but the lead off second base by Spencer Pewitt. Drawing the throw, he got in safely at third. And the runner stays on base at first. And the count now, ball and 2 strikes. Wyatt Gunkel thought he had a chance at a pickoff. Caleb Sorry. And this one is fouled straight back. And I'm thinking in the back of his mind, he's also thinking now that Eden Prairie is looking at advancing Joey Danielson from first. They have caused Caleb Sorry a lot of extra throws here in the game this morning and afternoon. As Sorry now with a runner at first and at third, and a 1-ball, 2-strike count on the batter. Here's the pitch, and it's popped up. Wyatt Gunkel camping around home, and you had a notion that he did not exactly know where that one was going to come down. He was wandering underneath the expected trajectory there, and it just got away from him and slid off to the side, so safely still at the plate is Jordan Amundsen. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. That's a tough catch to make.
Really, really high pop fly, and with the sun and the gray sky, and yeah, difficult play.
And the inning continues as that pitch is called strike 3. Jordan Amundsen out on strikes, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's what we've seen from Caleb Sari. When he's been in trouble, he's had to somewhat take care of it himself, coming back with some strikeouts, and a big strikeout there of Amundsen for the second out.
His 9th strikeout of the day, and here's Brendan Donahue, Eden Prairie right fielder. As Caleb Sari goes to the stretch and delivers. Here's the throw. No. And they concede the runner to second base. Joey Danielson given credit for the stolen base, and that holds Spencer Pewitt on at third, and now runners at second and third. With the pitch out of the strike zone for a call ball, Brendan Donahue now ahead on the count. With Sari to the stretch and the delivery. That one got away. And so the runs scoring here today have been on wild pitches, errant throws, and it's 2-1, Eden Prairie. A wild pitch brings in Spencer Pewitt. And on the play at home, Joey Danielson advances on to third. And now the 2-ball count is fouled straight to the left side. That was a hard hit line drive that just cleared the third base dugout. Fortunately, no fans were in the way along the near side. That one would have hurt. That would have been a stinger. 2-1 the count. Brendan Donahue. And the Sari pitch, missing up and away. And it goes to 3-1. Give the kid a nickel. He retrieved the foul ball. And Sari with the delivery. Missing high, and it's ball 4. Brendan Donahue with the base on balls, bringing up Luke Anderson.
The cleanup batter, third baseman number 27, Luke Anderson.
And so runners now first and third. Eden Prairie has scored in the 5th inning to take the lead at 2-1. As Luke Anderson flew out to center in the first, flew out to right in the 4th, and bats here and takes a look at a pitch out of the strike zone, ball 1. Joey Danielson taking his lead at third. Sari delivers up high, and it's ball 2.
Well, the number 4 batter up. Caleb Sari doesn't want to make a mistake here with a couple of runners on, and essentially has a base open. So being careful with the pitches here.
Caleb Sari, long look at first, and here's the pitch, called strike. And it's 2-1.
Anderson taking all the way on that 2-0 pitch.
Luke Anderson stepping out of the batter's box and then back in. And here's the pitch, popped up to the right side. This one is floating into foul territory. Hayden Netland with a long run, and this one did bounce out of his glove. You were going to correct me right away there, weren't you?
He caught that one.
That time I did see it fall off his glove. So it'll go as a foul ball strike, and it's 2-2.
Well, great effort, though, by Netland, laying out, trying to make the third out and get out of this inning for the Spuds.
Runners at first and third. He's running. Here's the pickoff move at third. trying to draw a possible play at third, but he's back in safely. And now there are runners at second and third. So Caleb Sari, pretty much with the idea that the runner at first was going to go, he stepped off the mound and about halfway down decided to take a look at third, thinking that the runner there might try to advance. Both runners are safe, and the 2-2 pitch coming. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Caleb Sari got into a big jam. A run came in on a wild pitch, and Eden Prairie has regained the lead. After 4.5 innings of play, it's Eden Prairie 2 and Moorhead 1.
For Eden Prairie in the top of the fifth inning, 1 run on 2 hits. No more spud errors. There is 1 left on base. 2-1 Eden Prairie as we head to the home half of inning number 5. Moorhead comes to bat.
Here's a look in. Rolling loose, down towards the end line. Behind the net, trying to set up a play from behind. Here's the look by Moorhead, trailing 5-0, looking for their first goal, and it's deflected away. The scoop up and the scoop in, and Moorhead has scored its very first varsity lacrosse goal, coming right in on a nice play, back and forth, give and go, and in to make it a 5-1 score here. Well, the official scorer now has Hayden Netland with his great attempt to field the ball. He flared into right field, and it was dropped by him, and so that will go as an error. In spite of the difficulty of the play, an error there. Moorhead's first of the afternoon. Eden Prairie with a run in the fourth and then again in the fifth, now with the lead. 2-1. Noah Pilon was at bat when the fourth inning came to an end, and he bats here now to start the fifth inning and takes a look at a pitch out of the strike zone for ball 1. A strikeout victim in the third. Noah Pilon batting here for the Spuds in the bottom of the fifth inning. Standing deep in the box, Tyson Strateski delivers a called strike. A ball and a strike on Noah Pilon. Strateski with the delivery. Missing inside, and it's 2-1. 2-1 Eden Prairie. Moorhead batting bottom of the fifth. As Strateski takes a look and delivers, and this one is fouled and caught. Foul tip into the catcher, and it's strike 2. Strateski now on the 2-2 count. And the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, Noah Pilon for the second time here today, and there is one away. And that brings up Crisanto D'Agostino, the Moorhead third baseman. He struck out in his at-bat in the third. Stands in from the left side, Moorhead third baseman Crisanto D'Agostino. As Strateski delivers up high. One ball count is on D'Agostino as Strateski ready and delivers. And this one is fouled straight back. And so now a ball and a strike on D'Agostino. Very stockily built third baseman, left-handed hitter D'Agostino flares this one. And a little pop up to the right side, hauled in. Nick Ladegard, who has taken over at second there to make the play. And there is one away. There are two away now as Caleb Sari comes up. trailing in this one by a score of 2-1. Fastball strike. Noah Pila striking out. D'Agostino popping out. Batter 7, 8, and 9 here for the Spuds in the bottom of the 5th inning as Caleb Sari takes a look at strike 2. Strateski, strike away of getting out of the 5th inning, delivers, and this one is fouled to the right side, and it bounces across and out of play.
Well, Sari trying to help his own cause.
Here's the look by Strateski. And the 2-strike pitch is down low, and it rolls away, but it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes now on Caleb Sari. 2 runs, 4 hits, and a Moorhead error. Moorhead with 1 run on 2 hits and 2 Eden Prairie errors here as the Spuds bat in the bottom of the 5th as Caleb Sari takes a look at a pitch inside. And it's 2-2. Strateski peering in for the sign is ready. And the pitch. At the knees, called strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for Moorhead in the 5th inning. And after 5 innings complete, it's Eden Prairie 2 and Moorhead 1.
3 up and 3 down for the Spuds here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 Eden Prairie. The Eagles come to bat here in the top of inning number 6. Leading things on for Eden Prairie here.
Eden Prairie comes to bat in the top of the 6th inning, and Nathan Miller leads things off. He is 2 for 2 on the day and has a run scored. Miller swings at the first pitch and misses, strike 1. 2-1 Eden Prairie, batting in the top of the 6th inning. As Caleb Sari with the delivery, just missing outside, ball 1. Both pitchers have gone the distance so far. Caleb Sari battling it out here into the top of the 6th inning for Moorhead. And the delivery, swung and a miss. Strike 2, the count now at 1-2. Sari ready. Into the windup and the pitch, called strike 3. And for Caleb Sari, he's getting some very impressive strikeout numbers here this afternoon. That is strikeout number 11 on the day, and there is one away. Sam Larson comes to bat. He bunted a sacrifice in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th, 0 for 1. Larson takes a look at a called strike.
Yeah, Sari definitely, had a great start to the game. A lot of strikes thrown, and then had a little bit of a hiccup, but now seems to be getting stronger in the later innings.
As the pitch is up, and it goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Larson, Eden Prairie left fielder. As Caleb Sari delivers, swing and a miss, strike 2. And a ball, 2 strikes now on Sam Larson.
Yeah, the last 6 outs recorded by the Spuds, all by strikeout.
A line drive to second base. Easy catch there by Noah Pilon. Two away.
Batting for the Eagles, number 5.
And here's
Ladegard.
Nick Ladegard, who took over in pinch hit in his last at bat. Now hitting with 2 away and takes a look at a called strike. In the meat of the order, Caleb Sari has been strong here today, and here's a pop up to the right side. Waiting there to make the catch. Sterling Hafey is there, and it's a 1-2-3 6th inning. And Moorhead comes to bat in the bottom of the 6th, but trailing by 1. It's Eden Prairie 2 and Moorhead 1. Caden Triggs will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for Moorhead. He is 2 for 2 on the day with singles in the 1st and again in the 3rd. Eden Prairie with a 2-1 advantage on Moorhead.
Leading things off for Moorhead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The leadoff batter.
It looks like Eden Prairie has made a pitching change. I think that's Grant Randall that has come on. We'll wait and see as he makes his delivery. And it's
still Strateski.
Okay, Strateski continues on. It would have been a surprise had they pulled Strateski at this point in the game with his strong effort. And he continues on here now with a 1-strike count. And strike 2 as Caden Triggs bats to lead off Moorhead here in the 6th inning. So Strateski delivers and bounce to the right side. Strateski comes off the mound to field it and throw on to first for the out. 1-3 on the putout, and there is one away for Thomas Horan. 0 for 2 on the day. A ground out in the 1st and a strikeout in the 3rd. A long battle in the 3rd inning. He continued to foul pitches off. Finally swung at a pitch that was in the dirt and was thrown out at first base. Bats now here in the 6th inning. As Tyson Strateski delivers, just missing inside.
Now the Spuds have only mustered 2 hits, and both of those came from Caden Triggs. A hard hit ball to the shortstop and then a bunt.
And so nothing out of the infield yet here for Moorhead in this safely here in today's game as Horan takes a swing and misses, and it's 1-1. As Strateski delivers up high. 2-1 the count now on Thomas Horan. Tyson Strateski wasting no time. Swing and a miss by Horan, and it's strike 2. 2-2 the count now on Horan. Both pitchers seem to be throwing much more comfortably and at ease here in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Strateski delivers, and this one is fouled away as Haran got a piece of that one. Haran batting here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 out. Here's the delivery, and this one is fouled away. That one just did sail into the third base dugout, the Moorhead dugout along the near side.
Well, Thomas Haran having another good at bat, seeing a lot of pitches.
As Strateski delivers, just missing inside. And the count moves to 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Haran. Moorhead trailing 2-1, batting bottom of the 6th. And the delivery. And this one is lifted foul to the near side, giving chase on it. If he had it to do again, he'd do it differently. Luke Anderson came over, thought it was going to go clearly out of play. Well, it did, but it was within his reach right at the fence. But he let it drop, and the count stays full at 3-2. As Thomas Haran waits. And the pitch. And it's fouled at the plate. Just getting a piece of it. And so the battle continues. Thomas Haran battles the pitching slants of Tyson Strateski here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, and Joey Danielson had that in his glove. It just popped out, not able to hang on after the foul tip.
As Strateski looks in to the delivery. Swing and a miss, and Haran goes down on strikes. 2 out now in the bottom of the 6th as it brings up Sterling Hafey.
Baseman number 14, Sterling Hafey.
Well, Strateski challenging with that high, hard fastball. And he got the advantage here with the strikeout. Sterling Hafey, 0 for 2 on the day, reached on an error and has scored Moorhead's only run. And the pitch as Hafey takes a look at that one, called strike.
Now Hafey's put the ball in play both times.
That strikeout of Haran by Strateski a moment ago was Strateski's 8th strikeout of the day. Hafey fouling that one away, and it's strike 2. And the pitch in the dirt, swung on, and thrown out of first. A 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. And for Tyson Strateski, his 9th strikeout of the day. And after 6 innings complete, it's Eden Prairie 2 and Moorhead 1.
Stone now with it, dishing it up high. Kenny Boney. Tommy Alderson on the near side. Tommy Alderson goes to the middle, the shot, and a goal! Jacob Green. Right in the slot. Great pass by Tommy Alderson, finding Green in the middle. He made no mistake, going above the cross of the goalkeeper. And it's 5-0.
As we go to bat, in the top of the 7th inning, Eden Prairie will start things off with Matt Sherman, and he'll be followed by Spencer Pewitt, and then to the top of the order in Joey Danielson. First pitch delivered.
Batting for the Eagles, first baseman number 8, Matt Sherman.
Caleb Sari on the delivery. This one is fouled at the plate, and the count evens up at 1-1.
Well, very important inning here for the Spuds. They've had a couple of walk-off victories in the bottom of the 7th, but to get there, you want to keep Eden Prairie at 2 right here.
Caleb Sari delivers down low for ball 2. A 1-2-3 inning in the 6th inning for Sari. And he delivers that one just low at the knees. And it goes to 3-1. Matt Sherman striking out in the 2nd and again in the 5th inning. Swings here and misses for strike 2, and it's full count. 3-2 now on Matt Sherman.
Big swing by Sherman, trying to put another run on the board with that swing.
And so Sari with the delivery. And this one is lined into left center field, and this one is going to find the gap. It'll roll all the way towards the fence, and at the warning track it is caught up to by center fielder Caden Triggs. He reaches down and gets it back in, but double to start things off by Matt Sherman here in the 7th inning. And Eden Prairie sends Spencer Pewitt. And they're going to bring in a runner as Tyler Donahue now will come on and be the courtesy runner. Tyler Donahue running for first baseman Matt Sherman. Oh, a situation where you want to have as much speed as possible and in an effort to get that insurance run.
Number 2, Ryan Hanaho.
Ryan Hanaho, now the courtesy runner at second.
Hitter is number 4, Tyler Donahue.
Greg Salvovold now will take a trip out to the mound, and this is as much strategy as anything here with Eden Prairie, a runner at second, pinch hitter at the plate. Nobody out in the 7th inning with a 2-1 lead.
Well, like I said, I mean, this is a very important half inning for the Spuds. They've only mustered 2 hits against Strateski, and so realizing that if they give up another run, that's going to be awful. It's a big difference between a 1-run and a 2-run lead in a game like this.
Spencer Pewitt in his at-bat drew a walk, base hit, and a run scored in the 5th. Gives way now to Tyler Donahue, the pinch hitter, and he'll stand in from the left side. As Caleb Sari on the mound for Moorhead has given up a double to start the 7th inning. And now the play is on, and they knew a bunt was coming as the Spuds cruised in, but the bunt attempt was foul, and it's 1 strike to count.
Well, that's pretty much right out of the playbook for a situation like this. You got a 1-run game, runner on second, nobody out. Go ahead and sacrifice him over to third and put that sacrifice fly into play.
Again, Moorhead expecting a bunt. And here's a quick throw back to second, but not in time.
Well executed by the Spuds. They take the shortstop Haran and try to run him in front of the base runner Hanaho, thinking that nobody would be back covering the base, and very alertly Hanaho getting back, realizing the second baseman was still in play.
1 strike to count as Caleb Sari delivers, and this one is fouled back. Tyler Donahue is a 2-strike count now, and a couple of bunt attempts.
Well, and hand it to Caleb Sari, too, going with the high fastball on both of those pitches. Anything up high is a little bit harder to handle when you're trying to put that bunt on the ground. So Sari, very alertly, Caleb Sari delivering those pitches up high, and that's forcing Donahue to foul them back.
Check of the runner, and here's the pitch. And this one is fouled back, and on that, now it's strike 2. We had there was a 2-strike count, and he bunted foul on strike 3. Am I reading that one correctly?
Yep. So big out.
And there's one away.
Catcher number 11, Joey Daniels.
And Greg Salvovold again making the trip out to the mound, and this is his second trip. And so Caleb Sari will come to the dugout as Salvold makes the move here with one out in the top of the 7th inning and a runner at second.
Ball game for the Moorhead Spuds, number 12, Noah Pilon. Once again,
And here is Noah Pilon.
Joey Danielson.
We'll see how his pitching is different than what the Spuds have had on the mound with Caleb Sari. Pilon delivering here to Joey Danielson, who was 1 for 3 on the day. Just missing on his first pitch, down and low for ball 1. Pilon peering in for the sign. And in the stretch, a check of the runner at second, and the pitch. Missing inside. And it's 2-0.
Now Pilon being careful with his pitches here, not wanting to put anything quite over the plate.
I suspect Joey Danielson, it looks to me like he's got some strength and some power that could deliver the long ball. And this one is popped straight up. Now floating off to the far side, Wyatt Gunkel watching it go foul. Off to the first base side. And it's 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike on Joey Danielson. With Hanaho taking a lead down at second. Into the stretch. Pilon checking the runner and delivering. And a fly ball towards left field. He's there to make the catch as Kai Holm camps underneath it to pull it in for out number 2. And here comes Jordan Amundsen. 1 for 3 today. He had a base hit in the 3rd inning.
Eden Prairie center fielder, number 1, Jordan Amundsen.
Eden Prairie center fielder Amundsen stands in from the left side. Eden Prairie with a 2-1 lead, and Noah Pilon delivers down low for ball 1.
Well, all of Pilon's pitches so far have been low in the strike zone, and so I mean that's
we've talked about it in the past too, where that's where you want them.
Yeah, it's harder for batters to handle that low pitch.
There's a swing and a miss. Moorhead's baseball coach Greg Salvold, in his playing days, was known for that. And he's got a lot of catchers that didn't want to catch him because he would throw bouncers up to him, and they had to make the play. Here's the pitch. Down low. 2-1 the count. Checking the runner at second, Noah Pilon. Looking in, and the pitch. At the knees for a called strike. And the count goes even at 2-2.
Yeah, little breaking pitch. I know that Amundsen didn't agree with that call, but it was over the plate and then broke down.
Jordan Amundsen waits. Noah Pilon peering in. Here's the pitch. And that one is down low for ball 3. And again, a full count. It's 3-2 on Jordan Amundsen. Runner on at second. Pilon shaking off a sign. And now ready. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. Strikeout recorded. And the Spuds will go to the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing by 1. After 6.5, it's Eden Prairie 2 and Moorhead 1.
So 3-2, full count. Payoff pitch. Runners go. That one's hit up the middle, and it's going to reach and through, and the Spuds are going to walk off with another win. Heroics, a base hit up the middle by Caleb Sari, and the Spuds, in dramatic fashion, win this one 3-2. What an ending for the Spuds. They had a walk-off victory against West Fargo, but that one was on a walk. And this one, with bases loaded, Caleb Sari gets a ground ball up the middle, base hit, and the Spuds win it 3-2.
Another nail-biter for the Moorhead Spud baseball team as they go to the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing Eden Prairie by a score of 2-1. Eden Prairie with 2 runs on 6 hits and then 1 Moorhead error, and the Spuds with 1 run on just 2 hits here today, and there was 1 Eden Prairie error. Hayden Netland leads things off. He is currently the Moorhead second baseman after starting things off in right field, came on to play second base when Greg Saubervold made the pitching change in the 7th inning. Hayden Netland swinging and fouling the first pitch back. Stands in and waits as Strateski has gone all the way for Eden Prairie, and he delivers down low. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hayden Netland, who is 0 for 2. Here's the pitch. Up high. And the count moves to 2-1. Hayden Netland waits, and Strateski delivers a swing and a miss, strike 2. Again, that fastball from Strateski has been his weapon of choice. As he leans in on a 2-2 count, Strateski delivers down low for ball 3.
A good eye by Netland there at a 2-2 count. That hard fastball down low is hard to lay off.
With the count full at 3-2, here's the pitch, and it's fouled back. Protecting the plate, Hayden Netland stays alive now on a 3-2 count. As he waggles his bat and waits. Tyson Strateski with a look in, the sign, and the delivery is bounced to the right side, but foul.
Coach Kunka, first base coach.
Still's got the hands,
very
doesn't he?
limber, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But he got down there and he made the play.
And that's what matters.
3-2 the count. Here's Strateski in the delivery. Strike 3, catching the outside corner. Hayden Netland down on strikes to start the 7th inning, and there's one away.
Yeah, Netland was looking for the fastball, and Strateski came back with a breaking pitch that started out just on the inside part of the plate and then broke out and caught the corner. Nice pitch.
0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. In the second inning for Wyatt Gunkel, drew a base on balls in the 4th, and then was caught leaning the wrong way. And here is Wyatt Gunkel batting in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out. And that pitch is down low. Count evens up at 1-1. Here's the look. Strateski on the lean in. To the windup and the pitch. At the knees and catching the inside part of the plate, and it's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes now on Wyatt Gunkel. Strateski entering the inning with having struck out 9 batters, striking out Hayden Netland to start the inning. And now has a ball and 2 strikes on Wyatt Gunkel, who delivers just missing wide. And the count goes even at 2-2.
Yeah, that one didn't miss by much. Strateski trying to hit that outside corner again.
Look for him to stay on the corners as Strateski delivers, and it's a fly ball to right field. Brendan Donahue is over, and he's there to make the catch, and there are 2 away.
Batting for the Spuds, the left fielder number 5, Kai Holm.
And here comes Kai Holm, Moorhead's last chance. A strikeout and a pop-up today is 0 for 2. Moorhead has gotten to this point on just 2 base hits and trail it 2-1. Strateski delivers a pitch inside. Brushing Holm back and away, the left-handed hitting left fielder Kai Holm. Strateski to the stretch on the delivery, and this one is fouled back. Eden Prairie 5-4. Moorhead 6-0. Eden Prairie leading at 2-1. Moorhead batting bottom of the 7th, 2 out, and this one is popped up and will float foul along the third baseline and out of play. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Kai Holm. Strateski is ready and delivers. Down low and in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Strateski has issued just 1 walk here this afternoon to go along with his 10 strikeouts. And the delivery is popped up. And again, to the left side and out of play. Strateski wants to get this game going here as Holmes stands in on a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And another fly ball down the left field line. And in the chase, it will come up just not beyond the out of play line, but foul. And it drops there, and the count stays 2-2.
Yeah, good run by Larson. Just not enough to get there. That ball slicing away from him.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Kai Holm. Tyson Strateski looks in and delivers. Missing inside, and the count goes full.
Good eye, Kai Holm. That was a pretty close pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Strateski on the payoff pitch. Here's the delivery. And a base hit into center field. Kai Holm keeps the inning alive with a clean base hit right up the middle over second base and into center, Kai Holm. And here is Noah Pilon. Started the game at second base, came on to pitch in the 7th. Noah Pilon on the day has struck out twice. And so a quick visit out at the mound by Eden Prairie, and this again is a strategy thing, and Strateski is going to be relieved. So he goes 6 2/3 innings, a solid 6 2/3 innings for Strateski, but gives way here with a runner at first and 2 out.
Yeah, a little bit surprising. I mean, obviously very good numbers in strikeouts to walks and hits allowed and all of that, and having gotten Noah Pilon twice on strikeouts, a little bit surprising that they would bring in a closer, but,
Connor Hemme comes on to pitch, and he is a right-hander, long, lean right-hander, and he's got a rather pronounced delivery of his pitches as we watch him warm up. He's on to pitch here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Connor Hemme. Is there a pitch limit?
Yes, a pitch count. That's
Yep.
what we're being told, that Strateski was up against the pitch count.
Strateski leaving the game, pitching 6 2/3 innings, striking out 10, issuing just 1 walk and 2 hits. And Connor Hemme. Right-hand reliever for Eden Prairie. And Noah Pilon steps up to try and keep the inning alive for Moorhead after Kai Holm lifted a ground ball over second base into center field. On at first now, Kai Holm. And here's Noah Pilon. Connor Hemme delivers. His first pitch is up and out of the strike zone for ball 1. Pilon deep in the batter's box. Moorhead trailing 2-1, batting bottom of the 7th. And the pitch by Hemme. On the outside corner, called strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Number 9, Connor Hemme, the new pitcher.
Yeah, new pitcher in there. Noah Pilon taking all the way.
As Hemme peers in for the sign. To the stretch. And the delivery. Foul tip, and here's a quick throw down at first. Just getting back in time. That was a close play. Kai Holm just did get his foot back on the bag in time. And a ball and 2 strikes. So once again, the Spuds are down to their last strike here in the bottom of the 7th. As Pilon waits. Hemme to the stretch and the delivery, and it's bounced to the left side. Fielded cleanly, and the out and the force at second. And Eden Prairie has hung on to win this one by a final score of 2-1. The Spuds get a base hit from Kai Holm in the bottom of the 7th inning.
4 more in the bottom of the 7th. No runs.
And the third out
There was 1 left on base.
goes 6-4 on the force.
Team summary 1.
And the fielder's choice, official scoring, then Noah Pilon will get the fielder's choice. And the Spuds come up short here in the bottom of the 7th inning, but they get a base hit on no runs and a base hit, no errors. And on the day, then 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 Eden Prairie error. Eden Prairie finishing the day with 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 Moorhead error. Strong pitching performance from Tyson Strateski today to give Eden Prairie the win. As he threw strikes, he issued just 1 walk on the day to go along with his strikeout numbers, and Eden Prairie improves to 6-4 as the Spuds take their first loss of the season, now 6-1.
Yeah, well, and that's not a bad thing. The longer you go undefeated, the more you start to think about it. And so the Spuds take the loss here, came up against a really good pitcher, and that's going to happen. There's no lack of experience on this team. Combined, the players from sophomore up to senior have won 4 state titles at the Babe Ruth level, including 3 in a row. From 2015 to 2017. So this is a good baseball team, and they know how to battle back from adversity, and they know how to handle situations such as this.
Eden Prairie into Moorhead today, and will leave home with the win. Thanks for being with us today at Matson Field in Moorhead. Our final score, Eden Prairie 2, Moorhead 1.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on Spuds TV. Remember, we'll be back tonight for Grand March at Moorhead High School.